Hey y'all, Bob with Million Mile Garage. Been a while since we've done a Mustang video. We're going to be doing the rear brakes on this Mustang today. And so what we decided to do, because these are the original drums with almost 250,000 miles on them. And we're going to put on a fresh set of drums. And these are thin drums. We've got new shoes. And we also bought new wheel cylinders because the wheel cylinders on these were way past the point of no return. So stay tuned and we'll show you how we do a brake job on an 89 Mustang 5.0. Yep, just gonna have to rock it off a little bit. The shoes are grabbing a little, and it's belled out pretty good. It's got a lip worn on the inside of it. It's hard to see in this video, but these have never been turned, and I can feel there's a really deep gap right there. So there's probably enough meat left on those to turn, but they're so cheap it kind of seems a shame to spend the money turning them and take the gamble. So as you can see in here, this one's been leaking really bad. All right, I'm just going to add a little light. These have been leaking for a long time, and you can see they've kind of made a mess of things. The shoes are probably a little gummy as well because it wasn't holding good with the emergency brake. You can see there, you can see where there's been some brake fluid that's kind of got into the linings and kind of really made a mess of things. So we're just going to get this apart and clean everything up. New wheel cylinders and new shoes and new drums. Roll around a little more. There you go.
I'm just worried this is going to hit me in the face.
Nah, it's not going to get you. And then from there, you should be able to just work the shoes off. Yeah, get that cable out of the way. You may have to grab the arm down below and work it to get it to come loose. It'll just pop off. You almost got it. Yeah, just work your way up. Yep, piece of cake. And then you should be able to just grab the shoes and pull them outward away from the wheel cylinder. And you, of course, you're going to have to manipulate the emergency brake cable where it attaches.
Those things here too.
Yeah, you can pull that out of the way. It'll come off. Ford, Chevy, GM, they're all about the same. Okay, yep, just work it over the axle, the flange. There you go.
Oh.
That's okay. No, that's fine. All right, now that you got that, you've got a mechanism. See if that's latched in like a Chrysler one. The arm. See if that will come out of the shoe right there. Turn the shoe over so you can see it. Yeah, there you go. And that's it. You got all the hardware off. Now we're gonna have to get the wheel cylinder off. And of course, the smart thing I always do, I only do one side at a time. So when we get the new shoes out, we'll lay them out and we'll set the hardware on the new shoes. And we'll use the other side as a go-by, just so we make sure we got all that stuff that goes, you know, the same way that it came off. Not too hard to figure out after you've done a bunch of them. But anyway, this was definitely due. You can see how that was weeping all over the place. That's a real mess. And of course, we put a little WD-40 on the nut on the back of that wheel cylinder, although I'm showing it. But we'll get that loosened up as well. We bought new wheel cylinders. Best tool ever. Nice. Yep, just got to get the transfer bar in there. Yep, get it to line up. There you go. Get that in. Nothing to it. Just get that shoe line back up. Get that top spring on. Boom chakalaka. Hey y'all, that's what a finished one looks like. We saved you all the scenes we were cussing and cursing. Of course, the toughest part, I guess, is the bane of any Ford owner's existence, is getting that star adjuster arm in like that. And you get a spring right under here that grabs it. And it comes in and it catches it right inside that notch, the same notch where that cable catches it, that loops around here and goes up there just like that. And then it hooks in like that on the shoe. kind of counter to what the way you think it would go on, but that's the way it goes in. And then once that's on there, it will work as intended. Here, click. Yep. And so the only thing we got left to do is to bleed the brakes. Just pointing out, we got the short shoe facing the front and the longest shoe facing the rear. And last thing we do is we do grab the adjuster. You hear it clicking, and we're just basically what we're doing is we're lengthening that adjuster and spreading the shoes out a little bit so we got a little bit of drag when we put the drum on. He's just going to do that by trial and error. Some people like to measure the inside of the drum and measure the outside of the shoes. I'm not that anal. And he'll just do that a few times. When you got new drums and new shoes, you don't have to move those adjusters out much. And even if they are a little tight, they're going to loosen up as they wear in. And the whole point of having, we put new adjuster wheels on too, so that they'll work nice and freely. Nice and smooth. Yep. I can tell that's working right. It has a nice clicky sound. Yep, I can hear the drag. Yep, not bad. Just trial and error.